I don't want to do it. Dude, I don't want to do it.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay,
Come on,
you have
do
to
it.
Give me a countdown.
I will,
okay?
I promise.
My theory, though, is that it's like a muscle.
Watch this.
In a world where the line between power and corruption blurs faster than lightning, Chronicle remains one of the most unforgettable found-footage superhero films ever made. It's a story that doesn't rely on shiny costumes or billion-dollar cities, but digs deep into what happens when ordinary people are suddenly given extraordinary abilities, and how quickly control can turn into chaos. Set in a raw, realistic world, the film captures that fragile balance between friendship, power, and pain, showing how even the best intentions can crumble when darkness takes hold. The story begins with three high school students, Andrew, Matt, and Steve, who stumble upon a mysterious object buried deep underground. What they find changes their lives forever. Suddenly, they can move objects with their minds, control the world around them, and bend reality to their will. At first, it feels like a dream, the kind of power every teenager imagines having when they feel invisible or powerless. The trio enjoys their newfound telekinetic abilities, like kids playing with toys, testing limits, pulling pranks, and laughing through it all. But as the excitement grows, so does the danger. Andrew, the quiet and troubled one of the group, becomes the emotional center of the story. Coming from an abusive home and constantly bullied at school, he's someone who has always been powerless. But now, power runs through his veins. And with that power comes something darker: resentment, anger, and desire for control. As the boy's abilities grow stronger, so does the distance between them. The thrill of discovery gives way to fear and mistrust, and soon their friendship begins to crack under the weight of what they've become. The way Chronicle captures this transformation feels intimate and haunting. Filmed entirely through handheld cameras, phone recordings, and security footage, it immerses the audience directly into the chaos. It's not about special effects for the sake of spectacle, it's about realism. When the characters fly, it doesn't look polished or perfect. It feels awkward, exhilarating, and terrifying all at once. Every scene pulses with emotion, showing the thrill of newfound power turning into something uncontrollable. The deeper the story dives into Andrew's mind, the more disturbing it becomes, revealing how easily power can corrupt when guided by pain instead of purpose. The friendship between Andrew, Matt, and Steve serves as the emotional backbone of the story. In the beginning, their bond feels pure and honest, united by curiosity and a sense of wonder. But as Andrew begins to lose control, his powers start to mirror his emotions: violent, unpredictable, and devastating. What started as a journey of discovery transforms into a descent into madness. The more isolated he becomes, the more dangerous he grows, pushing those who care about him to the edge. It's a tragic reflection of how unchecked power can destroy not only the world around you, but also the very connections that once made you human. The film's pacing builds tension gradually, turning a story of friendship into one of fear and destruction. Every scene feels alive, whether it's the innocent fun of learning to fly or the terrifying destruction that follows. The emotional journey from laughter to heartbreak is what makes Chronicle so powerful. It's not just about what the characters can do, but about what those powers do to them. The raw, unfiltered energy of the movie keeps you hooked, making it impossible to look away even as things spiral out of control. One of the most fascinating aspects of Chronicle is how it explores human vulnerability. The movie doesn't shy away from the darker sides of human nature: envy, rage, loneliness, and the hunger for recognition. Andrew's descent is not sudden. It's gradual and painfully believable. You can feel his internal struggle as he goes from being ignored to being feared. The power that once made him feel free becomes his prison. His telekinesis turns into a manifestation of everything he's been holding inside every bruise, every insult, every moment of humiliation. When he finally snaps, it feels both inevitable and heartbreaking. Visually, the film stands out for its creative use of perspective. Every moment is designed to make you feel like you're witnessing something real, not a polished superhero showdown, but a tragedy unfolding in front of your eyes. The camera becomes a part of the story, reflecting Andrew's obsession with documenting his life. It's through his lens that we see his transformation from a shy, wounded boy into something far more powerful and dangerous. This approach adds depth, blurring the line between observer and participant, making every moment hit harder. The emotional intensity peaks when Andrew's powers reach their full potential. What began as fun becomes terrifying as he loses his moral grip. His actions become destructive, not because he wants to hurt people, but because he no longer sees the boundary between right and wrong. His pain has consumed him, turning him into a force of chaos. It's a chilling reminder that power without empathy leads to ruin, no matter how pure the intentions once were. The final moments of the film leave a lasting impact, a mix of sorrow, awe, and reflection about what it truly means to have power and responsibility. Beyond its thrilling surface, Chronicle serves as a powerful character study. It's less about heroes and villains and more about choices, emotions, and consequences. The film asks the question, if you suddenly gained the power to do anything, what kind of person would you become? Would you use it to help others or to finally take revenge on the world that hurt you? That moral tension drives the story, making it more than just another superhero film. It's a grounded, emotionally charged look at what happens when power meets pain and humanity gets lost in between. The performances give the film its soul. Each actor brings authenticity to their role, especially the portrayal of Andrew, whose eyes tell a story of suffering, longing, and eventual downfall. You can feel his internal conflict in every scene, his quiet anger slowly turning into something uncontrollable. The chemistry between the trio is natural, making their friendship believable and their separation tragic. The rawness of the performances blends perfectly with the film's documentary-like style, pulling you deeper into its emotional core. What makes Chronicle stand apart is its emotional realism. It doesn't glorify power, it exposes its weight. It shows that even when we dream of being superhuman, we can never escape being human. Pain, insecurity, and fear still follow us, no matter how high we fly. And sometimes, the strongest ones are those who know when to stop, rather than those who keep pushing their limits. That message resonates long after the credits roll, a haunting echo of how easily power can destroy the one who wields it. Even years after its release, Chronicle continues to inspire discussions about power, control, and morality. It redefined what a superhero film could be, not about capes and saving the world, but about emotion, consequence, and the darkness that hides within us all. Its legacy lives on as a reminder that the most terrifying monsters are often created, not born. And sometimes, all it takes is one moment, one discovery, to turn an ordinary life into something extraordinary or catastrophic. The story of Chronicle remains timeless because it speaks to a universal truth. Every person faces a choice between light and darkness. The film doesn't just entertain, it makes you think, forcing you to reflect on what you would do if given that kind of power. Would you be the hero who saves others or the lost soul who lets anger take over? That question lingers, leaving an emotional scar that defines the entire experience. At its core, Chronicle isn't just a story about superpowers, it's about humanity, fragility, and the fine line between creation and destruction. It's about the weight of emotions we carry, the decisions we make, and how those choices define who we become. The tragedy of Andrew and his friends reminds us that power, no matter how thrilling, comes with a price. And sometimes, the heaviest burden isn't what you can do, but what you can't undo. Every time you revisit Chronicle, it feels just as gripping as the first time. The way it blends realism with fantasy, emotion with chaos, makes it one of the most unique and unforgettable experiences in modern cinema. It's not just a film, it's a mirror reflecting the human condition, showing us how fragile morality becomes when temptation takes control. It's dark, emotional, and thought-provoking, leaving you with a sense of awe and sorrow that stays long after the screen fades to black. In the end, Chronicle is a story of power, friendship, and loss, a tale that captures the beauty and horror of what it means to be human. It reminds us that no matter how high we rise, our flaws follow us. And sometimes, the greatest power of all is learning how to face the darkness within ourselves before it consumes everything we love.